Hey everybody, it's Phil Bruce, and what I thought I'd do today is talk you through my current gym routine and my weightlifting routine to see if it can help you if you're kind of stuck on any ideas or you're wanting to shape your training or get different results or improve your results. I thought this might help. So what I'm doing at the moment, typically when the clocks change from the end of October to the end of March, I tend to go on my power, strength and size training program. So what that means is I do less reps. So at the moment I'm doing 4 sets of 5 reps and I go heavier on the weights. And it's just to get stronger, more powerful and try and build size up. So to get the main bodies, or should we say most of the main muscles of the body, or pretty much all of the muscles of the body, what I tend to do is split it. So as things stand on a Monday, I do arms, so I do biceps and triceps. I do 2 to 3 exercises on biceps, 2 to 3 on triceps. On Tuesdays, it's a leg day. So we tend to do an individual muscle, so a hamstring, another individual muscle, so the quads. Then we go on to compound, so it's like a squat or a leg press, for example, to put the quads, hammies and glutes together. And then I do 2 for calves. On a Wednesday, it is chest, back and shoulders. So again, 2 exercises for each muscle group. Thursdays, it's legs again. And the only reason why I do that is because I'm playing football on a Saturday. So I don't really want to be doing legs the day before a game. On the Friday, we do the arm session, biceps, triceps. Saturday, I'm teaching a strength class, which is basically getting the whole body. And then a Sunday, chest, shoulders and back again. So we tend to do 2 sessions per week on those, split on those muscle groups, which is 6 weight sessions a week in total. Exercises, for example, with the biceps, it's all different kind of bicep curls. So it could be incline, it could be the lying down version, it could be sitting version, doing dumbbells, barbells. Triceps are all kind of like dips and presses and curls. Again, mixture of dumbbells, barbells and some machines as well. On a Tuesday, as I say, with the legs, I've given you, the hamstring curls. You've got the leg extension. You've got the leg press that I tend to do at an angle. And then, as I say, calf raises can be done with a machine, or it can be done with dumbbells. It can be done with a barbell as well. Wednesdays, when we go on to chest, shoulders, back. So again, a mixture of chest presses, bench press, which can be done with a bar or a dumbbell. You've got the flies, the pec flies, where you're going side to side with a motion. Shoulders, I love to get the sides of the delt, so it's side raises. I get the front of them as well, which is lateral raises. Well, yeah, front raises in front. We can do shoulder presses. We can do reverse side raises. So tend to get shoulders from plenty of different angles. With the back, could be lat pull downs, it could be back extensions, it could be a seated row. Again, we just tend to mix them up, but not do too many different exercises, just so we can kind of get that metric and that difference with it. When I'm doing them, what I'm tending to do is try to slow it on the eccentric, so the relaxing or lowering phase. Again, I picked that up from Dr. Mike Israetel, who's brilliant on YouTube, and he talks about if you're controlling it on the eccentric, going nice and slow, nice and controlled, it can really stimulate muscle growth, and it just helps to make you stronger, because they say you're keeping control of the weight. And then when you're doing the concentric motion, the moving motion, that can be done a bit quicker. So that can really get the power, speed and strength. It's important when you're doing especially strength work is to have good form, good technique to help prevent injuries. You want to try and get the full range of motion as well, because that's where you're going to see the most results. And what's good about the split, and splitting it that way, is you're giving certain muscle groups a few days rest in between. So as I say, for example, with the arms on a Tuesday and Friday, I'm giving those specific muscles a kind of rest for 3 days. The same with the chest, shoulders, back, and then the same with legs. So we're giving that split and that rest. And when we're coming to this, in this metric, as say from the end of October to the end of March. I'm looking to put on weight, size, muscle. I will put on body fat as well, so, and that's natural, and my body is quite receptive to change, so it can fluctuate quite a bit. So I'm looking to increase my calories on this part. So again, it's trying to eat good foods. Yes, I will snack. I will, I do love me crisps and stuff like that, but it's trying to eat nice and healthy. So good proteins, slow release carbohydrates, getting some good fats like your nuts and your salmon, your fish, things like that as well. As I say, getting plenty of protein, so we're having a protein drink after each workout as well, having casein before bed, having as I say, some collagen, which is really good for the skin. You can get collagen protein as well. So that's what I'm tending to do at this moment in time. When it comes to from the end of March to the end of October, I put the weights down. So what I mean by that, I reduce the amount of weights that I'm lifting and up the reps. So it could be anywhere from, I don't know, let's say 10 reps right up to 30 reps. And as I'm upping those reps, I can decrease the weights. And I tend to swap that every 6 to 8 weeks during that phase. Again, the reason why is with the summer months coming up, and usually for me with more photo shoots and the off season with football, it allows me to train harder in the sense of doing more like speed work, doing more of the endurance-y kind of stuff as well, and I have probably a bit more cardio, even though I am doing cardio with my classes pretty much each day, like spinning, aqua, chair-based, things like that. But again, the exercises tend to stay pretty similar, and the split in itself, even though I probably will target more individual muscle groups within those, rather than as many compounds as probably what I'm doing right now. Again, the reason why is just because with the individual, you're looking to go lighter with the weight. And I also think your weakest muscles have a big effect on when you are doing your strength training into the more strength-based training, as I say, that I'm doing at the moment. So I try to really work on those and get those nice and functional as well. Again, it'll probably just be with the chest. It might be, rather than doing, I don't know, like a bench press or as many bench press as your chest press, it's more the pec kind of raises that I'll do, the side pec movements that I'll tend to do. Or if I am doing bench press, it might be individual arm, or it might be more mixing it up between having close grip, narrow grip and wide grip. I might be doing more press-ups and body weight stuff as well, and that'll come with the back, so I'll be doing more pull-ups. So again, that's just helping me get functionally strong. And like I say, when I'm doing that, I'll probably reduce the calories slightly. I'll probably look to reduce the body fat a bit as well, but not really focus on building loads of muscle. But it'll still build bits because your body's still changing what you're doing with your training. And again, what Dr. Mike Israetel says is if you're training between 5 reps and 30 reps per set, you will put on muscle. So it is still putting on muscle, but that's the primary focus. Every 6 to 8 weeks, I tend to have a week off, and it's just to allow the muscles to recover. And that can be either a week totally off from doing weights. It could be going not as many times, so instead of like 6 weight sessions plus my class a week, it could be 2 or 3 weight sessions. Or what I tend to do over the Christmas and New Year split for now, for 2 weeks, is do more of a split where it's just focusing on one muscle group. So for example, one day will be biceps, another day will be triceps, another day chest, then back, then shoulders, then legs, for example. And it just means I can have that muscle once, but it's only once a week. So it allows me for those 2 weeks to get more days recovery and rest in between without having the whole kind of time off. So there's loads of ways of doing it, but that's just how I'm personally doing it at the moment. And maybe that just gives you some fresh ideas. When I'm training, I'm not in the gym any longer than an hour doing the weights. And as I say, I'm lucky because I do the cardio with my classes pretty much every day. So I would still recommend people, if they're not doing cardio, if they're not teaching classes, to get a few cardio sessions in, whether it be In the winter months, it could be more power based, it could be more Tabata or sprints or HIIT kind of training. And then the summer, more endurance-y stuff if you're kind of trying to follow the range that I'm going. Or if you just want to do something that you enjoy, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But by getting the cardiovascular fitness, it's a nice add-on to the weight and it complements itself. So I just thought I'd give you that kind of insight to see if that helps at all. Fingers crossed it does, and I'll do more videos like this as well as kind of giving you different topics and advice on those. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying your week so far, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.